you want from me. And they try to buy your pretty heart, but price too high. Baby, you got me like your love will not fall apart. So you can put me again and throw me against that wall. Baby, you got me like don't you stop loving me. Don't quit loving me. Just stop loving me, yeah. And then I'm the Valentine. Just to get close to you. Well, and I run for miles just to get a taste. Must be love. And you got me like now, yeah. What you want from me? What you want from me? And they try to buy your pretty heart, but price too high. Baby, you got me like your love will not fall apart. So you can put me again and throw me against that wall. Baby, you got me like don't you stop loving me. Don't quit loving me. Just stop loving me, yeah. And then I'm the Valentine. Just to get close to you. Well, and I run for miles just to get a taste. Must be This is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share and subscribe. This is Ready to Love, you guys, and these ladies are introduced to the males. You know, they go out on date. But one young lady, she has not went out on a date. They were just all was to meet and greet. One of their guys, she felt like disrespected her because she didn't know him. She had just laid eyes on him. He just laid eyes on her. And he told her he wanted to suck her boobs. Then you had a young lady that I felt was male dominant. What you call a male identifier. She didn't know the man neither, but immediately she lashed into that sister for telling Tommy about the man. Tommy got upset. Tommy said he do not tolerate that type of disrespect on his watch. But listen to the male identifier woman. This is what we're talking about today. The Love and Marriage Huntsville sisters are male identifiers.
You want me? What? It was joking, but it was harsh and crazy.
One of the exchanges at the next first interaction with Habibi, when I turned around, he was right in front of me, and he was like, "Girl, them I'm gonna suck them next time."
What?
So that's why Habibi gets the energy from me that he gets.
What?
Wow.
Okay. What?
Wow.
Okay. Listen to me. As far as these men, when it comes to disrespect, I want to know immediately. That is completely inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And that don't happen on my journey at all. That's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't do it here. Okay? So if it goes down, tell me about it. Oh my God.
It's disgusting. I don't do well with disrespect. I don't tolerate it because I don't give it.
Here she go.
Like that.
They top.
Hold it.
top.
Hold it. Let me go back. Tommy pissy, y'all can see Tommy face. Listen to this again, y'all.
What?
So that's why the baby gets the energy from me that he gets.
What?
Wow.
Okay, listen to me. As far as these men, when it comes to disrespect, I want to know immediately. That is completely inappropriate. And that don't happen on my journey at all. That's stupid. And we don't do it here. Okay, so if it goes down, tell me about it. Oh my God.
It's disgusting. I don't do well with disrespect. I don't tolerate it because I don't give it.
Say some like that.
They top. And your tops ain't no better. But he ain't none of them said that to you. Correct. Exactly. And it's because the energy you give him. Baby, that's not the energy I give him. Trying to get to know him. No energy.
You hear that? It's the energy you give him. So, in other words, a woman can be violated because you feel like my energy is not up to par. But anyhow, I don't get what she's saying, but she's saying that you didn't even give him a chance. Wow. I don't want to give nobody a chance to abuse me, but we're talking about male identifier female. Listen at her now.
Don't get mad because
that is completely inappropriate. And that don't happen on my journey at all. That's stupid. And we don't do it here. Okay, so if it goes down, tell me about it. Oh my God.
It's disgusting. I don't do well with disrespect. I don't tolerate it because I don't give it.
Say some like that.
They top. And your tops ain't no better. But he ain't none of them said that to you. Correct. Exactly. And it's because the energy you give him. Baby, that's not the energy I give him. Trying to get to know him. I don't give him no energy. I turn around. Don't get mad because they don't like you. Oh, I ain't mad. Girl, move. Oh, please. They only going for you because your skin color. Because why? You have a voice. No, I ain't. Are you getting up? Yes. Are you?
And she's literally ready to fight this lady because this lady felt insulted. And even Tommy himself was upset because he felt like the lady was disrespected. But that sister just automatically taken up by this man rather to fight for him. She don't even know him, you guys. She don't know him. None of them know each other.
Y'all need to handle
her. It's about her husband. Even I noticed that Tisha and Kimmy are the same. It's all about their husband marriage. They have been highly disrespectful, but that don't matter. Just as long as I keep my husband good, you know that. So Urban Bells say, Elizabeth says, and then let's go with Stormy. Stormy male identified also, because what does Stormy do? What do we see Stormy with? Down there, was it New Year's? New Year's with Mel's husband. New Year's, she was down there with Mel's husband, and she knows what Mel was going through. Yet she says she's trying to build a friendship. Latricia, this from Love and Marriage. Bill's collector. There go Letitia, you guys. She have a heat exchange to DeMarso Scott. But Tisha is definitely male dominated, male identifier. So we'll get back to Stormy, because Stormy was down there with Hotel. Yeah, just having a great time with him. I think it's around New Year's, partying with him. Also, we see Kimmy. Kimmy definitely is sick. She has cancer, but she's such a male identifier too. Her health don't matter. It's all about her husband, putting her husband first. Let's see what this says. We see all the focus on men's pleasure because of Miss misogyny, misogyny. I blame just as much as a man does, right? The issue is many women and men are convinced by the same lies. So most men don't make an effort to be good partner because it's all about them. You don't demand no respect. You don't demand anything from this man. I have to please my man. I identify with my man regardless of what he do. I don't demand no respect. So a lot of women don't require it. They don't require respect. It's required, and even if they're married, the appropriate partner. Honestly, and a lot of women don't require it. I require it and marry the appropriate partner. I just want more women to step outside of the box and stop selling for lackluster sex and relationship. It's better out there. Yeah, Stormy still too. She can identify with a male abuser. She wants to be male friends, but yet she's identified with male abusive ex.
This queen went all the way in. Powerful video. Plus, she highlighted some points I've been making. Watch this. Let me tell y'all something. When it comes to a man, my husband, I can't speak for nobody else. And I'm sick of people asking this question. Who you feed first? A man and the kids. The kids come first. The man come first. Whoever come first in your house. Let me tell you something. We all don't have the same lifestyle, okay? Some of y'all may get food stamps. Some of y'all working and providing food for your household. Yes, ladies. Some of y'all ladies working or even get food stamps and you're providing the food for your household. And this man just coming over eating. I don't blame you feed your kids first if that's the case. No. But when you got a provider and a protector and every piece of food come through that door come from his blood and sweat, yeah, you gonna feed him first. Yes. Because guess what? When my kids grown up, but when they was coming up, they done ate at school all day. Then when they busted through the door before they get in the door good, they snacking, eating. My husband on work from dusk to dawn, and baby, when he come through this door falling out, yeah, we all getting on the kids. Y'all pull the boots off while I'm here fixing the plate. And yeah, we finna get daddy together. Because daddy makes sure we good. So if you ain't had that, you would never understand the concept if you ain't had that, okay? So don't come for me. I'm just letting you know. Until you have it, then you won't understand it. So until then, you keep feeding your...
This is by Kevin Wesley, you guys. Who come first? Do you consider her to be a male identifier? Who come first, the children or that man of yours? This is the topic. I don't have no voice on it. Who comes first? Some ladies are to the extreme. I've seen ladies where the child is sick. Sick. And that child had just had to be hungry till the man eat. And the child could be about to fall out. She's so sick, but that man had to eat before her. And then who gets the best piece of food? That man does. The baby get the scraps. Is this lady considered a male identifier, you guys? I want to know what y'all saying. This is Kevin Wesley. Yeah, ladies, you remind me of Tisha Scott. Y'all know how Tisha Scott got that perfect marriage. Her husband goes out to work from sun up to sunset. That's what she tell us about my soul. Then we looking at it, and this man don't even respect her. This man don't even provide a place. They move, look like every 6 months. He don't even provide a stable home. But yet, if you let her tell it, she sounds just like Tisha Scott. That lady right there too. My husband is perfect. Black History Spotlight. Yes, Black excellence.
Things they invented that changed our lives. Before we get right into the video, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel so you can catch all the parts in this series and keep informed of our eye-opening Black narrative.
Just
Number
by
100,
black journals.
three-light traffic light. The three-light traffic signal we see today has greatly improved our safety on the roads, but very few people know that the traffic signal was inspired by the invention of a black person. The person behind this brilliant invention was Garrett Morgan, an African-American businessman and inventor. He lived in Cleveland, Ohio, and was the first black person in the city to own a car. In 1922, he witnessed an accident between a horse-drawn carriage and a car, which inspired him to find a way to prevent such accidents in the future. At that time, police officers were responsible for directing traffic, but it was difficult for drivers to see them, and their signals were limited to just stop and go. This made it hard for drivers to navigate through traffic. So Morgan came up with a new idea. He invented a traffic signal that had folding arms with signs that said stop and go. The signal would be placed on a post above the road, making it easier for drivers to see. He also added a third position where the signal could be raised halfway, indicating caution. This was like the modern yellow signal that we see today. To operate the signal, a traffic attendant would turn a crank, raising the post and showing the appropriate sign. If necessary, the attendant could stop all lanes by showing the stop sign. Morgan's invention was patented in 1923, and he sold the rights to General Electric for $40,000. Number 99, home security system. The 1960s were one of the most dangerous times in American history, and for a black woman whose husband was always working at odd hours, staying alone in her home at night left Marie Van Britten Brown feeling pretty vulnerable. Unfortunately, their neighborhood had a high crime rate, and Marie was concerned about the slow response time of the police. In response to this, Marie came up with the first home security system when she was 40 years old. Initially, their invention consisted of 4 small windows, a movable camera, TV screens, and microphones. The cameras could move from one window to another. These cameras were connected to TV screens inside Marie's home. By using the TV screens, Marie could see who was at her door without actually having to be there physically or open the door. The microphones were also important as they allowed Marie to communicate with the person outside without having to face them directly or open the door. Marie Van Britten Brown's invention of the home security system has had a significant impact on the security systems we have today. Her innovative idea paved the way for further developments and improvements in security systems that are still used today. Number 98, folding bed. In 1885, African-American inventor Sarah Good would create one of the most famous inventions designed for maximum comfort. Her patented folding bed would inspire the modern-day Murphy bed. Being a furniture store owner, she saw a business opportunity and made an audacious move. When Sarah Good heard about the problem of limited space in Chicago apartments, she wanted to help. She invented a bed that could fold up and be hidden, similar to the Murphy bed we know today. It was like a cabinet that could turn into a desk, with spaces for writing supplies. Sarah's goal was to make the bed easy to lift and keep in place when folded, and to provide extra support in the middle when unfolded. In 1885, Sarah Good became one of the first African-American women to get a patent for her invention of the folding bed. Number 97, protective mailbox. In October 27, 1891, Philip B. Downing was granted a patent that changed the mail system forever. That patent was for a street letterbox, essentially the mailbox we see all around the country, where you can post a letter any time of day. In the early 1800s, U.S. citizens posted and received their mail via a post office. People would need to travel far distances to visit their local post office for their mailing needs, so there was a need for a better, more convenient solution. Downing designed the mailbox that we all recognize today, a metal box with 4 legs. This invention changed the need to go to the post office in order to mail a letter. It included a hinged door that kept bad weather such as rain and snow from damaging the mail, and also a safety feature making the mail secure until it is picked up by postal employees. The Downing letterbox patent became the basis of the letterbox we have today. Number 96, blood banks. It's impossible to determine how many hundreds of thousands of people would have lost their lives without the contributions of African-American inventor Dr. Charles Drew. This physician, researcher, and surgeon revolutionized the understanding of blood plasma, leading to the invention of blood banks. During World War II, there was a great need for blood transfusions due to the large number of casualties, but there were challenges in transporting and preserving blood for long periods. Recognizing this problem, Drew focused his research on finding a solution. he developed a method to store and preserve plasma, which is a vital component of blood, separately from whole blood. This allowed plasma to be stored for longer periods without losing its life-saving properties. He also came up with the idea of blood banking, which involves collecting, testing, and storing blood so it can be used for transfusions when needed. Drew's work was a game changer. It not only helped save many lives during the war, but also paved the way for advancements in blood transfusion techniques. His ideas and innovations laid the foundation for the modern blood banking system that we rely on today. Number 95, refrigerated
You're
trucks.
watching
In the world of
Black
modern transportation
Excellence.
and logistics,
Black
refrigerated
Excellence
trucks play a
Spotlight.
vital role in ensuring
Hit
the
that
safe
like
and efficient
button,
delivery of
share,
perishable
and
goods.
subscribe. This
Behind
is
this
Black
groundbreaking invention
Titanic.
stands an extraordinary mind, that of Frederick McKinley Jones, an African-American inventor whose innovative spirit